Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Toby from s73, and in this video we are going to do a live interview with Roha from server 73. She is the R6 for BUNS Alliance, and in this video we're going to ask her some questions in the live interview with some community players. This is the community Discord of IK, which you can join as well, and you can communicate with players in these different channels over here. First of all, we will join first channel. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi there, Toby. How's it going?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Alright. So thank you for joining the interview, and I will first of all inform you that your answers and your voice will be recorded for a video to be put on YouTube. Do you agree to this interview?
That sounds fine with me.
Alright, then we will get straight to the questions and you will have your time to answer. We can also take opinions from the moderation team Vita if she wants to answer us. So first of all, the first question is, when did you start the game and how did you find it? What was your first server you played in? What motivated you to stay in the game? You can answer now.
I first started playing maybe July 2021. I found it in like an interior design game. It was like one of the ads there, and you progressed in the interior design game. The more you progressed with the Infinity Kingdom game, so it was like an advert I got sucked into. I started on server 73, and I've only played in server 73.
Alright, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
continue. Sorry for cutting you off.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry, we're gonna have to go again.
Alright, so I'll just say my thoughts then. So it is similar to how I started the game. Like I also found it from a YouTube advertisement, but when I saw the game on there, it was a bit different from how the game actually works. So what was your thoughts when you actually played the game after seeing the ad?
I was more interested in getting freebies off the interior design game. So each time my castle leveled, I got more freebies. So
I see.
and then I started chatting in 73. Found Murphy funny. Mike was in 73 at the time as well, and he was pretty funny. Who else was in 73? Fictions.
Alright.
Yep. Yeah, no.
So
Most of the original crew in 73 were in there at the time. So
that's
yeah, we've
awesome.
just been hanging out, being there.
Alright. So as you mentioned there 73 is the first server. So did you start here as in a leadership or did you join leadership afterwards?
I kind of took leadership off Madara. He got a bit tired of me backseat driving.
Alright.
Every time I'd be like, why are we doing it this way? Why shouldn't we do it another way? Like with City Sieges or Core or Millenna or IB. I think he just tired of me
So
in his
like the
PMs all the
typical
time. It's like,
issues that every such server has in their internal
yeah,
conflicts. Alright. So my second question followed by this is, after playing game for that long, what are your thoughts about future of this game, where it's headed? What changes would you like to see in the game for a better change?
I think community is what really is the key point to this game. What could change? I'm not really fond of the gap that the Chaos Immortals have given, but I've seen that in the patch notes that have come out that there are changes in the future. So I'm keen to see what that will mean for the game.
Yes,
But mostly, sorry.
I've also noticed there are a couple of points, like approximately 3 points, which are really keen to the eye regarding the balance of the game with the chaos coming in. They are also expecting to release some new skills and immortals to provide a bit of a backup for the F2P audience. So we will have to see and wait for that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts regarding the new changes?
I
Are
personally,
you excited?
yeah, I personally like the tactics one more, where we will have a situation of advantage and disadvantage according to which players will have to adjust their gameplay more. And then there's the change they're talking about the resource styles and increasing their numbers. I hope they also add speed ups for training and heals in the resource styles, so people can also recover while they are fighting. And then they mentioned the things about the buffs. My thoughts on that are there are two categories in this. It's either buffs from quests from each city, or it's the same type of temporary buffs for everyone in zone 1, 2, and 3, depending on their quests.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you to repeat that a little bit because I got lost in the end.
Okay, so in the end, I mentioned about the zone buffs, which is one, I think it's the second point in the patch notes, and it mentions that there are going to be cities with temporary buffs, and you will have to do quests in each zone. So by the mention of, like, when they describe zone, it's a bit confusing. Are they meaning zone 1, zone 2, or zone 3, or do they mean each city's zone having its own quests? So that's a point that I'm a bit confused about, but I want to see how they actually execute their mechanics in this thing. And I hope it is buffs for each city, which will make more competitive things. And they add speed ups for healings and train troops in the gathering nodes.
Yeah, that would be really handy.
Yeah.
We run out of troops so fast.
Fights end in around 2 or 3 hours nowadays with the T8 coming out. Okay.
Sorry?
I'm saying that fights nowadays they end in 1 or 2 hours because troops die very quickly and not everyone have the speed ups to train or heal troops, which is why PvP right now is not very competitive. So I hope they can change it in the upcoming update.
Oh yeah, I think in our fight against 38 just recently, I cleared out my inventory with all my resources. Not all of them, but like just
Majority of it.
not the chest ones. Sorry.
The majority of your resources and speed ups you burned them out in this one KVK alone.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, that helps. So
It'll be handy to have more ways to obtain that, and I
so
think AP as well.
yep. So now followed by this question, I have another one for you. It says, as you mentioned, as you might know, recently we had this roundtable discussion with the developers and selected player representatives. What are your thoughts on this step taken by the team to communicate with the players? Do you think it will bring a positive change to relationship between players and developers?
I think the developers could be more transparent with some of their modes. I think. I think it'll probably just be the same, basically.
I see. Do you think
I
it's
think the popularity.
do you think it's a positive
Sorry.
do you think it's a positive change for developers to reach out to community and try to take their more opinions face to face or communicate with them and take their thoughts for a better change?
Well, it really just depends if they actually do.
They actually depend on the answers.
The changes do affect the game because I think some members of the community probably shouldn't be giving opinions.
Yeah, that's correct. I also feel that way. It's not like offensive to anyone, nor it is personal, but just a point of view and own opinion thing. So,
Yeah.
followed by this, there's another question which I will say. Suppose yourself in the position of developers. Do you think their steps so far have been the ideal? What type of change do you think you will make on that position which would have a great impact for players concerned regarding PvP side?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Of course. Suppose yourself in the developer's position And do you think the steps that they have taken so far are ideal? The steps they have taken so far, are they good or bad in your opinion? And what kind of changes do you think you will make in their position which will impact the PvP side of player base?
Oh goodness, I can't say that I've actually ever given thought to that at all, ever.
Just a wild thought though.
To be honest, I actually enjoyed the game as it is, except for the chaos gap.
Yeah, that's true. And I also feel that even right now, the access for F2P players to actually receive the healing and troops speed ups, and then it's very low. And on top of that, the amount of time that healing and troops like training and healing takes to do, it's very high, like approximately 24 hours to heal 70,000 troops and 15 hours to train. So I hope they can like reduce this time and give out more speed ups to players so they can engage more in PvP. Do you think the same?
Yeah, I think that would be very handy. Yeah, no, I can't say that I've actually given thought to that question at all.
Well, maybe now you can after this interview.
Yeah, there'll be some conversation starters for the top fan badge in Discord, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my current goal.
So now,
Sorry?
followed by this, my last question, and to like the closure of the whole interview, I want to ask you what would be your advice or a comment for the Infinity Kingdom community as a whole, despite server boundaries?
I think find your own fun in the game. Set your own goals, and then just achieve them little by little. Really. Currently, my goal is to get the top fan badge frame with the Loki thing because I think that's cool.
Yeah, I also have the same goal.
Yeah, no, it's an achievable goal for me, so I can do that because I'm not going to outspend the top players in the game. So I'm just not ever be number one there.
Yes.
But I can find different goals. I can bully my friends.
Especially Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been able to bully him for a while now.
Oh, that's sad then. So yeah, that was a great answer, and thank you for joining the interview. And did you like the interview, or is there anything offensive that you feel you can mention that as well?
Not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous, but it was pretty fun for the overall. It was pretty fun. Thank you.
Thank you for joining, and with this, we will close the interview. And thank you for all of you who joined the voice chat as well to hear it. And with this, we will close this interview. Thanks and bye. Peace out.